the princess!
What should we do?
Hey, is that an onion? Princess, did you eat this before you started crying?
Yes!
No wonder you're crying. Onions make people cry.
Really? I didn't know. I've never taken a bite out of one before. I was so hungry, you see. So I went to the kitchen for a snack. But Cook was gone, and all I could find was this onion. And I thought, if I used my imagination and pretended really hard that it was an apple, it would taste like an apple. But when I took a bite out of it, I started crying. And I didn't know why I was crying. And I thought it must be sad about something, because people cry when they're sad. But I didn't know what I was sad about. And that made me cry even harder. And then you came in. Who are you?
My name is Albert.
Albert. That's a nice name. I'm Gwendolyn. Princess Gwendolyn.
Princess, do you remember what we told you about pretending?
Yes. Pretending is fun, but don't take it too far. Take care, or you could wind up with a scar.
Her imagination is a little bizarre.
I got this scar on my chin, see? I was pretending to be like Jack and the Beanstalk. I imagined that I had my own special beans that I planted, and they sprouted and grew into a giant beanstalk. Only it was really just the old oak tree in the garden. Here. I climbed up, up, up the beanstalk, but then I fell down all the way and hit the ground very hard. Well, I scraped up my hands and my knees and hit my chin on a sharp rock. After that, Eldrick and my father told me I mustn't get carried away when I'm imagining things, or I could really hurt myself.
Wow.
Yes, if you haven't noticed, the princess does have a vivid imagination.
What kind of things do you like to pretend, Albert?
Oh, well, I always imagined what it would like to be a knight of the square table. That's why I came here. I just arrived, and Eldrick and Sir Lancelot are training me.
Well, I guess you can cross save a damsel in distress off your list there. Hey, Albert.
Albert, sometimes I like to pretend that I'm a knight. I imagine that I'm charging into battle on my horse, or fighting a fearsome dragon. But then I usually end up breaking something. Like that time I ran through the Great Hall and knocked over a vase and broke it.
Oh, you mean like that vase over there with like the big crack in the middle?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, well, Sir Lancelot gave me my first sword fighting lesson and taught me some of the basics.
Oh, I wish I could learn how to use a sword.
I sure don't. I don't think you could cut it. Oh, speaking of, though, Albert, we really should get back to our training.
Yes. Yes, indeed.
Oh, I should like to introduce him to my father first. It won't take long.
Your Highness, I don't know about that. The king is a very busy man.
The king?
He wouldn't mind, especially because Albert helped me. I think he'd want to meet him. I'll go get him.
Are you okay? You're as white as a sheep.
I think you mean as white as a sheet.
Oh, sorry. My bad. Hello? Anybody home?
This is really happening. I'm gonna meet the king.
Okay. Now, listen very carefully. No matter what you do, don't call him Joe. He's not joking. Joking? Okay, humor's not working. Okay, so this is what you do. Make sure you bow and you say, Your Majesty. You really need to make a good first impression.
Okay.
That's enough, Sir Laughs a Lot. Let's not make him any more nervous than he already is. Just be yourself, Albert, and everything will be okay.
Okay, I will.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
Father, this is the boy I wanted you to meet, Albert. Albert? Albert, are you all right? Oh, the onion. Excuse me, Father.
Oh, what was that smell? What's going on in the castle? Princess Gwendolyn? King? The king! Okay. Your Majesty.
You may rise.
I was crying when Eldrick, Sir Laughs-a-Lot, and Albert found me. Albert figured out right away it was because of the onion and helped me stop crying.
What am I going to do with you, Gwendolyn? Thank you for helping my very imaginative daughter, Albert.
Albert is training to become a knight of your square table, Father. He just arrived at the castle today.
Well, you are most welcome here. Knighthood is a high calling. I rely on my knights to protect the kingdom and stand for truth. May you train well and prove yourself worthy.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
So will Eldrick and Sir Laugh-a-Lot be training you then?
Oh, yes. They just started training me today.
Oh, well, you could be trained by two finer men. I look forward to seeing what God will do in your life, Albert. And now, I must return to my duties. There's much to do. Gwendolyn? In 2 days' time, we will ride to some nearby villages to help smooth over a dispute between some noblemen. Now, off with you now, and no more snacking on onions.
Yes, Father. I'll never make that mistake again.
I hope so.
What? I'm still very hungry, though. I think I'll go see if Cook is back with any real apples. Can you find your way back outside, all right, Albert?
Down the stairs, left, right, left, and then a right. Yes, I think so.
Oh, good. I'll see you later then.
Bye. Okay, well, to the...
Hello there!
Oh, I did see you there, Your Grace.
The princess is a delightful young lady, isn't she? Charming and creative.
Yeah, you could say that.
Yes. I just happened to be passing by and saw you with the king.
Oh, yes. Gwendolyn wanted to introduce me, and I got to meet him. And on my very first day, too.
How exciting and thoughtful of the king to take time out of his busy day to meet with you.
Yes, it was. He is very busy, though. It sounds like he has a long journey planned soon.
I wonder where he is going and when he'll be back.
I think I overheard him saying that he was going to a nearby village to settle some sort of dispute in a couple of days.
I wonder which village. Albert, do you suppose you could find out for me?
I don't know.
Oh, that's all right. I was just wondering. You know, I'm planning a special banquet for the king and all his nobles. And if I knew where the king was going and how far away and when he'll be back, I would know which night to plan the banquet for.
I guess that makes sense. I could ask the princess and let you know.
Oh, Albert, if you would do that for me, I won't forget.
Thank you, Your Grace. Oh, yeah, leave it. Okay. Eldrick, Sir Lancelot, I'm back. Oh, it's just me, George. How are you, boy?
Albert, how'd it go with the king? Were you nervous? Wait, before you answer that reminds me of a joke. Okay, so which one of the king's knights never doubted himself? Certain. Get it? Like certain? Certain!
I think Albert and George have had enough of your jokes for one day.
Maybe you're right. I need some new material. Maybe Sir Percival can help. Yes! Oh, Sir Percival!
Albert, I have a gift for you. You've dreamed your whole life about becoming a knight. But more important than becoming a knight is becoming a child of God. Now, a knight has his armor, but God gives his children another kind of armor. It's invisible, but it's just as real. The first part of this spiritual armor is the belt of truth. Here, put this on. When you wear this belt, let it remind you of the spiritual armor that God gives to his children.
Oh, wow. Wow. It's very nice.
Stand therefore, having fastened on the belt of truth, with an unshakable faith in God and his word.
Oh, wow. Thank you, Eldrick. I will treasure it always. But, Eldrick, how did I become God's child?
Why don't we come over here and sit down? There are two kingdoms, good and bad. God's kingdom is good and Satan's is bad. When we are born into this world, we're born into the bad kingdom. From our childhood, we disobey God's commands. That's sin. It separates us from God. But God sent his son Jesus to be a perfect substitute for our sins. Jesus lived a perfect life. He died in our place. Then he rose again so that we can be forgiven and become a part of his kingdom. All we need to do is acknowledge our sin and acknowledge our need to receive Jesus for the forgiveness of our sins. If you do this, then you can become God's child, and God will give you his special armor so that you can stand firm, so that you can have a stand-fast faith and stand firm against evil.
I have a lot to think about after today.
Well, yes, it is. But while you're thinking about it, make sure that you are studying the book of truth.
That's right, the special copy you gave me, and I left it on this that's weird. I could have sworn I left it here. Eldrick, did you see it?
Not since I gave it to you yesterday.
Oh, that's
Where could it
impossible. I should have. Could it be beside? Behind?
What?
boy. Don't worry. I didn't forget about you. You want a treat? You want it?
I can't find it anywhere.
What's the matter, Albert?
The Book of Truth Eldrick gave me. I left it there on the bench, but it's gone. I gotta find it.
Wait up, Albert. I can help.
Wait a minute, Albert. Let's think about this. Let's retrace your steps.